It's here! But guys, got something cool for you. You already know what it is because of the title of this video. Let's open her up and see what's inside. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Alright, you guys know what time it is. Let's pop her open. Okay. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Whoa. Something in the top part. Charger. Wow, it's got the, looks like the same charger as my master. Now my least favorite part of unboxing, lifting this wheel out of the box. I see orange, and I see black. I've got Tony the Tiger in here. Okay. Yeah! Yeah! Oi! Sweet new wheel! Ooh, we got spiky pedals. Nice. Kickstand. Oh, and you know what? That kickstand is higher up than usual. Look how high up that is instead of being down here. Or am I just hallucinating that? Oh, and I've got the street tire. Okay. Interesting. I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, street tire. It's really wide. That's a fat tire. I like that. I'm gonna move locations. It got dark on me outside. Here, it'll be a little bit brighter. Also in the box was this guy. I'm assuming it's gonna be a replacement spring. Okay, so there's a couple. These are probably the heavier springs in here. Inside here we've got 2 orange springs. Orange, orange. We are heavy and made of metal everywhere. Even our kickstand's metal. This is metal. Mud guard. The tire's metal. No, I'm just kidding. Sweet. Boy, it's clean. Oh, you know what? Guess what Begode did? That is Velcro. They've already got it on there. Look at that. Cool. They made it easy for us this time. But actually, these pads aren't looking too bad. Not so bad. I mean, it's not very wide. It's not wide enough for me, but we've got toe pads. I'll have to see how that works out. Nice fat street tire. Look how fat that guy is for this thing's size. Pedals. Pedals are nice and spiky. I really like this design. Look at those nubs. Look at that nub. Cool. Alright. Turn it on. Where's our power button? Inside, you say? Oh, they're inside. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Turn it on. Then you hold the lift switch and press 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Turn it off and back on. Oh, we're on. Actually, the trolley handle's fine. That's good. Look at that. That is really bright. My goodness. Alright. It's too late to record outside, so tomorrow when I've got some sunshine, we'll go out and test it out. Okay, I'm all geared up. The first thing I wanted to test was how it handles stairs. And this thing handles these stairs almost as well as my master does. It's incredible. I cannot believe a wheel this small is able to just take the stairs. It's awesome. So I'm unfamiliar with this wheel. This is technically my first time out riding it. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not accelerating too hard. I'm not pushing it that hard. This is really just to see initial feels of the wheel. And honestly, the initial feels are great. The wheel is very balanced. It's very lightweight when you're on it. I thought it was going to be heavier, but nope. It's a lightweight wheel, mid-size wheel, handles stairs, bumps, jumps, all of it. I'm very excited about this wheel. Lately, EUCs have been all about top speed, oh, the new fastest EUC. This wheel hits it out of the park. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the biggest, strongest wheel. You can be a mid-sized, very capable wheel and do extremely well.
Wow, so easy.
Over here, I hear a woman screaming, and I thought maybe she needs help. But actually, it was just a woman like practicing some martial art. In China, you will see the most interesting things going on in parks. Whatever, let's go. Alright, I'm just going to quickly confirm that this wheel can indeed hit 40 kilometers per hour. The tilt back is really responsive and really strong on this wheel. I appreciate that.
It was really stable going 40 kilometers per hour. And it just feels like it has so much more juice. I want to push it past that just a little bit. I know it can do it. This wheel's really deceiving. I thought it was going to be, you know, just a little upgrade from the M10-4 with suspension, but no. This thing's like a mini master. It feels so nice. It feels so powerful. I'll test it out a little bit and then give you my thoughts and feelings about it. I already have so many thoughts on this wheel. I'll share with you at the house. Because man, there's a certain area of my leg that's killing me. Oh my goodness.
So you can definitely sit on this wheel. I'm not going to tell you that it's comfortable, but you can sit on this wheel. The orange metal handlebar pushes right into your cheeks, and it is not a good feeling. But if your legs are tired, you can sit down, no problem. Here I'm just trying to show how slow you can go in a seated position on this wheel because it's just so small and maneuverable.
So I wasn't too excited about the street tire. All my wheels are off-road tires, but I figured, you know what? Let's try and give this wheel a street tire, see how it feels, because I feel like I'll mainly be riding this on street and trails and such, maybe some light off-roading. I never understood, so I've never really felt a street tire that much. This tire is really wide and so round. I don't feel any transition from going from one carve to the other end of the carve. I don't feel a transition like I do on the off-road tire. Like on my Master, it's got the CTS, really grippy, knobby off-road tire. Anytime I'm going straight and then turn, you feel the transition of that tire rolling over the big knobs. This is so smooth. It's actually incredibly easy to handle after you get over the wobbly feeling, because with the square off-road tire, it does offer a little bit more stability in going straight, but whenever you turn, you just feel the transition. It's not bad, it's just a weird thing you get used to. But this feels so great. I'm really glad I've got the street tire. And it's grippy enough. I mean, this pavement that I'm riding on right now, it gets incredibly slick when it's wet. And it is obviously very wet right now. I mean, we got puddles all over the place. And I'm grippy. I'm very grippy. Let's check out a little torque on this. Engine's making a little bit of noise, but all my Begodes do. I think that's just the sound of the Begode.
This wheel feels very playful and very nimble. I'm able to ride backwards, forwards, and it doesn't take much to change directions because it doesn't weigh very much. So here I'm showing you the wheel sag. I weigh 155 pounds in the morning, and at night 160. So as I step on, we got a little bit of sag, step off, wheel comes up. Not a big deal. I didn't bottom out on any stairs.
Oh.
So in my next video, I'll go all out and show you how hard you can carve with this thing and jump with it and accelerate. But because the ground is wet and super slick, no matter what tire you have, I'm just kind of being careful here. Also, just a reminder, don't hit puddles at any sort of high speed, because you will hydroplane and slip out and eat it. So always slow down when you go through puddles, just so you know. I forgot to turn on the lift switch here.
It's not so bad. It's really not that heavy. So there's some really cool inclines I was going to go do, but I know those inclines they're under a bridge and they're just covered in like a green moss when it's wet like this. Like, look here. It's just gonna be covered in that, and it won't matter what tire I have on, I'll be slipping. So I'll do that in the next video on a sunny day. Oh, the wheel would have gone up the last one. I bailed. I didn't let it. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, God. The wheel's spinning too much. By the time I hit the second step, it launched me. Yeah. Try number 3.
So I don't know this wheel well enough yet. I don't know if I can just come at the curb or the stair without hopping. So for now, I'm not really going up the steps, I'm just hopping up them.
Hey! So I really like that Begode is coming out with smaller wheels, a little bit more affordable wheels, and now a suspensioned mid-size wheel. It's really exciting. But I'm starving. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'm gonna eat something called Old Friend Noodle, Lao Yofen.
Lately, this has been my favorite place to eat. Lao Yofen, Old Friend Noodle. It's a specialty in the area that I live. I went to go rent a mobile charger, which are everywhere. You can just rent them and return them and eat this delicious meal. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, it's raining. It's not raining too much though. If I was Adam from wrong way, I would have been yelling at that truck. Oh, you loud engines, you! Shake my fist. He cracks me up yelling at cars. Anyway, so I was able to charge this camera up to like 70%. Cool, so I can ride a couple more places, give this thing a wash, and go home. Boy, I am so full. So as I'm riding, please don't judge my belly, because boy, I'm bloated. It was really delicious. 你说什么？
好玩。
哦，这个真好玩，
好玩。
好方便，也可以坐。
So this is the dirtiest, muddiest road I could think of that's close to my house.
I'll hit some off-road stuff later. I'm not worried about the wheel getting wet at all. I don't want to slip and fall and get dirty and gross. With such a smooth tire, I was expecting to be slipping around all over the place, but I think it has enough grooves in it that it grips the dirt and street well enough. And obviously the rocks, bumps, and cracks are no problem for this wheel. Its suspension is very impressive. So this is actually a surprisingly steep incline, and I'm able to accelerate up it, which is impressive. But I'll wait to test it on real inclines until I've got some dry ground. This green stuff all over the concrete is the moss I'm talking about. It just grows when it rains and it disappears with the sunshine, but it's super slick, so you have to be careful on it. Have you guys ever power washed your wheel? Yeah, me either. Well, that's kind of a scary feeling. But with an IP67, that should be no problem. Let's ride it home. Something that's super funny to me is there are 3 digits for the speedometer. What am I gonna need that for? Alright, we're soaking wet, but we are clean, baby. Let's go home. Alright, we're back home. Thought I'd give you guys a quick size comparison of the Begode lineup. So here we've got the Begode Mini, Begode M10-4, with the Falcon, and the Master. So it is definitely the mid-size of these wheels. Okay, so I've ridden this wheel for probably 2.5 hours. The hour and a half I rode last night, and then the hour and a half I rode today. And I'm going to tell you right now, my legs hurt right where your shin leans up against the wheel. So like this padding is really hard, it's not soft. And so every time you get up and down the wheel, your shin is pushing against this really hard, which is fine. That's something your leg will get used to. Like on the Master, it's up here that I push, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It got harder. But the worst part is this. This is really sharp, and it hurts the back of my heel. But also, not a big deal, because Begode already Velcroed it for you. So you could just take off this whole padding side, the entire thing comes off, and you could use your own pads. Like I've already got some Grizzly pads that I'll take this off in the next video and try with just the Grizzly pads. That might work out really well. It's really cool now that wheels are coming out with their own padding. You know, they're already got power pads installed, and also the toe pads, which I think are really important for doing jumps and stuff. Really happy. This wheel came out of the box ready to ride. You are able to get in here and adjust the suspension settings, but I didn't need to do that. I'm not bottoming out. It didn't feel too squishy. It didn't feel too hard. It's got some sag when I get onto it, but that's fine. It helps eat some of the bumps
the softer bumps on the road. Overall, I'm incredibly happy with this wheel. I'm very excited to continue riding it and to learn. In the next videos, I'll be taking this probably out to the mountain trails to see how it does in the mountains, and I'm gonna keep this tire on. So we'll see how it does. If you're looking for your first wheel or your 10th wheel, this has good value, really good value. It's not crazy fast and heavy like the big wheels are, and it's not very small and slow like the small wheels. You can have so much fun on this, and I had a blast actually. I'm excited to take it out again, but I don't really want to ride in the wet rain. Where I live, the roads are all slick, super slick. So yeah, so my complaint about my leg hurting and this guy isn't really that big of a deal, because like I said, it's just a nice thing that they throw in these pads on these wheels, but you can take them off and put your own pads on. They've already velcroed the fairings for you. The display is incredibly bright on top. Really, really bright and huge. Like, that's a big display, man. The taillight's covered. Thank goodness. I have broken the taillight on my Master 3 times, and so I've just stopped replacing the taillight. I'm just going to leave it as is. But I feel like this guy can take a couple spills, few spills, lots of spills, and that is protected. That's not going to break, thank goodness. Another thing I don't really care for is the charging port, and the on and off button and the lift switch are inside here. I don't know why they decided to do that, but see, there's the charge port on the left. You have to unscrew it and charge. Getting in there is a little funky, but whatever. And then those 2 buttons are the on and off buttons. Yeah. I really like having this bar in front. It's good for when I go to sit down, or if I need to brake really hard, I can pull it back. Trolley handle, it's fine. It's a lot more solid than the plastic ones that they do. It doesn't lock in place so well though, so you're not able to like push down on it or anything. It just easily goes up and down, which can be tightened here. Mudguard did a pretty good job. I still got a little bit wet. Water comes up out of the sides. Not a big deal. If you're riding out in the rain, you can expect to get wet anyways. Headlights are adjustable. There's just an Allen screw on each side, because I do need to angle those down. I was blinding people last night. Headlights real good though. Nice and bright. And the wheel, not so heavy. I was able to take it up and down stairs just fine. It's a weird noise. I'm sure that some suspension grease will fix this. I'll try it for the next video. Pedals are super grippy. The hour-and-a-half riding I just did with you guys only dropped him 25%. And I was riding pretty hard, pretty quick. So I feel like the range is really good on the wheel. There are not going to be different configurations. There will not be other There won't be any other configurations of the wheel. This is what they're making. It's the 100 volt and 1500 watt motor with a 900 watt hour battery. But I'm in love with this wheel. I just gotta tell you right now, this wheel is it. And earlier I said it's like earlier I was thinking it's kind of like a Master Mini. No, this thing's like an Extreme Mini. It is such a stinking blast. I can't believe on a wheel this size, I'm able to just hit stairs, send it on jumps, no problem. But okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, I will catch you on the next one. I'm gonna go out and play with this a little bit more, get my skill up on it, and maybe hit some mountains.